Hi everyone, I'm Hayley. I'm always in the craft room and I'm so thrilled to show you my fully completed holiday wardrobe. The first day of our holiday will be a travel day. We're going to Croatia from the UK. There will be trains, there will be planes, there will be automobiles. So comfort is the name of the game. Enter the Dominique jumpsuit by Republique du Chiffon. I've made this before, this is my second version, and some of you will recognise the fabric as a denim peak from Rainbow Fabrics, which I thought I had ruined. I'm going to come closer and show you the beautiful texture. My wonderful commenter Avril saved this entire project by telling me what to do to rescue the fabric after I thought I had permanent creases in it. I'm going to share all the details of what I tried, what worked, what didn't work in this week's Friday sews, because otherwise this video is going to get very long. So that is my finished jumpsuit. I'll be interested to watch this back and see how it looks from behind, because I've tried to have a look, but you know when you're looking in the mirror and you're doing this and everything twists and it looks crazy, so I'll be interested to see that. Let me go and get changed into outfit number 2. Here's my outfit for day number 2. We are in self-catering accommodation. So I think on this day, we will need to jump in the hire car, nip to a supermarket. We'll have a drive around, get the lie of the land, see what's what and where's where. And I thought whilst I'm in and out of air-conditioned cars and supermarkets, a pair of easy breezy linen trousers and a little top would be just the thing. These are the second pair I have made from a pattern I mashed up. It is the swim style Carla loungewear pants with the waistband from New Look 6035, and I have made a full video on making this navy pair. If you're having a bad week and you need a laugh, go and watch that video. It is hilarious, and I'm not bigging myself up here because I wasn't intending to make it hilarious. It was supposed to just be a calm, relaxing sew with me. Instead, it turned into an absolute comedy of errors. So if you need a giggle, go and watch me mess that up. But yeah, this is the second pair. I added pockets on the back. I will go into more detail in this week's Friday sews again. And I'm wearing it with Georgia's Portfolio Mellow Dress, shortened to a top. It's got a beautiful kind of racer neckline, and it is made in a viscose crepe from Hancock Fabrics, if anyone remembers them. It was just a remnant that I had left over and I thought navy would be useful, and I've got to say I was right. One thing I have learnt from wearing this for a little bit, and I think it's a function of it being cut on the bias, is that over the course of a day it grows. As it warms up, my body heat gets a bit longer, and then my bra does start to show around the arm. So if I make this top again, which I certainly will, I'm either going to raise the underarm a couple of centimetres, or I might cut it on the straight grain, which I didn't really realise was an option, which is ridiculous. You'll see as I talk you through all these clothes. I kind of go my own way, do my own thing, don't really pay attention to patterns, but for some reason I thought that if a pattern was drafted to be cut on the bias, you kind of had to do it, or the fit would be way off. But I was watching Casey from Pattern Scout, who has released a new pattern called the Vivi dress, which is cut on the bias, and she said if you don't want the skimming kind of drape that you get with a bias cut garment, to cut it on the straight grain. So I might try that next time. Right, let's get changed. Day 3, I think we will just want to chill out at the resort. We've got pools, we've got slides, we've got beaches, so we needed some swimwear. I didn't want to make it because the propensity for failure was just too high. So I went to TK Maxx. I tried on about 20 swimsuits. I hated 19 of them. I found this one which I liked and I just bought it in 2 colours. So you'll be surprised, but it's navy. So that's my swimsuit. And then as a cover up, I have got this knit dress, which is the Marilla Walker Maya dress, made in a stable ponte from a now defunct fabric shop. And on that note, I actually think Marilla Walker is not selling patterns anymore, which is a shame because I love this dress, with one caveat. It's a woven pattern and I made it in a knit and I should have sized down. My thinking was I can just run it in if it's too big, which I did do, but it feels too large and sloppy around the neckline. So as a beach cover up, throw it on over my swimsuit while we go and get lunch in the snack bar. It's fine. I don't love it for day-to-day wear, I have to admit, but I get a lot of wear out of it in the UK in similar circumstances when we take the kids swimming on a summer evening and I just want something to throw on after the pool. So I do get some wear out of it. I don't love it, but we didn't have time to make an entire new holiday wardrobe, so I'm using what I've already got. Let me get changed. Well, after a relaxing day by the pool and on the beach, I'm going to want to have a shower, do my hair, get a bit fancy and go out for a nice dinner. And I thought I would wear my Vogue 8787, I think it is. It's a true wrap dress with lovely pleats here. I really adore the shaping on the bodice. I have shortened the bodice because I am short-waisted, and then this huge skirt, I'll give you a twirl. It's made in a viscose Moroccan from Rainbow Fabrics, and I'll come closer and show you the texture. It's about the weight of a crepe, but it has an almost stripe woven into it, so it's pretty heavy. The instructions do tell you to line the bodice. My preferred lining fabric is a rayon Bemberg, which is very lightweight, and I just thought that might fight with this heavy Moroccan. So instead, I cut the world's longest bias strip, folded it in half right sides out, applied it to the right side of the neckline all the way from skirt hem up and around down to the other hem, turned it, top stitched it. And I did stretch it ever so slightly as I did that, which holds it nice and close to the body. I don't feel in danger of overexposure at all in this. I just absolutely love it. I do think the hem might have dropped again. I hung it before I hemmed it. I made this about 2 years ago, but I haven't worn it yet this year and it has been hanging all winter. So I'll check this video back when I edit it and maybe I will need to do a new hemming job on this. But yeah, I absolutely love it and I think I'll feel really nice out to dinner in this one evening. So after a relaxing day at the resort, we need to get out and about and see the sights, don't we? We're on the Adriatic coast. It looks absolutely beautiful. There's Roman ruins nearby, waterfalls, national parks, all sorts to see and do. And while we do want quite a relaxing holiday, we definitely will get out and about and have a look around. How's this for mum on holiday outfit? This is giving me such 1980s mum vibes. This is just what my mum would have worn on holiday. Maybe not quite this bright. These shorts are a simplicity pattern, but they're kind of culottes, aren't they? And my mum was big into culottes back in the day. This is viscose twill from Rainbow Fabrics, sensing a theme here. And this top is the Marilla Walker, same as that dress, but obviously in a woven, and it's just in a kind of dobby white cotton from, again, an How to Funk fabric shop. And yeah, I think this is perfect for a sightseeing day because it offers me quite a lot of sun protection on the chest and shoulders, but the legs are out for a bit of temperature regulation and they are just much less likely to burn for me. I am very sensitive to the sun. I wear factor 50 at all times, but on holiday I do generally feel better if my chest is covered, if I'm out and about for the day. So that is that outfit. We'll be out in the hire car, so probably we'll take a pair of trainers for if we're walking around an outdoor park or something, and also sandals for if we happen to see a little restaurant in a village square where we can call in and have a nice cheeky lunch. It's day 5 of our holiday. The kids have eaten all the fresh fruit and veg. The milk's on the turn. We need to nip back to the supermarket, run some errands. So same outfit, but slightly different. We've got my navy linen trousers. These ones are the first ones I made, and they have slightly too much fabric at the centre back, which I've removed on the second pair. I'm not going to go back and fix these because it's behind me and I can't see it. The top is another George's Portfolio Mellow top, but this time in a knit. I bound the edges in white. I really love these. I will say I've made one error with this, which is I made it double layer in a white cotton jersey and this viscose jersey from Rainbow Fabrics. And although I laid them perfectly flat before hemming them and it all looked good when I did it, over time, the viscose has bagged out, the cotton jersey hasn't, and the hem is now, can you see there's like a bubble there? It's the kind of thing that only we'd notice, isn't it? But still, it does annoy me a little bit, not gonna lie. The fabric for the linen trousers is from Leon's in Manchester, and I bought the same linen in two colourways, this navy and that beige. The navy has softened up such a treat because I've worn these quite a lot, and I'm excited for the beige ones to get a bit softer because at the moment it is a little bit stiff. So there's another little out and about outfit. Well, after 2 days out and about, we're going to want to enjoy the resort again, aren't we? So here is my second swimsuit. It is basically exactly the same, except the hardware on this olive version is gold instead of silver. But yeah, it's basically the same. They're Donna Karan brand from TK Maxx, as I said, and I do really like them, and I think they will serve me well for the next couple of years. To cover up if I'm nipping back to the accommodation for a new book, perhaps, I am taking this old lady skater. Do you remember the Kitschy lady skater dress? It really did the rounds in about 2013. This is made from a very stable, almost ponte knit that I got locally, really cheap. And honestly, I made this 10 years ago, and 10 years at my age is a long time. So probably I won't be generally wearing this anymore as a day dress just because I do feel it is quite short. But for round the pool, it's absolutely fine. And I definitely will be taking with me a pair of leggings, which if I want, I can stick on and they'll be nice for lounging in the evenings. Whilst we're talking leggings, these are ready to wear ones from Marks and Spencer's. Does anyone have a source for good leggings fabric? I have a pattern and I've tried to make them before and I just can't get, I do want viscose because it's the softest. I can't find a viscose that doesn't bag out at the knee. Something that's thick enough for leggings but not ponte weight, doesn't stretch out at the knee, has good recovery. If you know any sources, obviously I want navy, please do let me know because I hunted so long and so hard for these leggings. Of course I found them at M&S because why didn't I look there first? But I used to buy them from Boden. The quality fell off. I didn't like them. I spent ages at John Lewis where you have to look through every single concession to look at their leggings. They don't have like a leggings department. And yeah, I don't love these. They're fine. I do like the thicker waistband, but if I could just find some decent quality viscose elastane fabric to make my own leggings, I would be a very, very happy lady. So if you know of anywhere, do let me know, and I'm going to go and get changed. For another dinner out, I'm bringing the Swish Factor again, this time with an Ottobre hippie maxi. I love this dress. I'm sure some of you will consider it a sundress. For me, I couldn't wear this on a really sunny day because there just isn't enough sun protection. But for a humid evening, overlooking the water while the sun sets, I think it will be absolutely perfect. And I would also wear this for a day's sightseeing or something if it's quite overcast. The pattern is actually drafted for viscose knits. I saw the word viscose in the instruction and just assumed it was a challis. I don't know why. But by the time I realised, I had already cut out all the pieces. So I very gingerly assembled them, tried it on, and you know what? Fits just fine. Also, even though it was a jersey dress, they did specify a zip. I don't like zips. I find them uncomfortable and they're a pain to put in. So I always baste a dress and see if I can get it on. And because as a proportion of my measurements, my hips are quite narrow, I can usually get away with it. So no zip in this. I did add little bra strap carriers. I'll see if I can show you. I think they're Prim branded. These little plastic things. I have them at the back as well, but I actually can't get them in by myself and my husband isn't here to help me. So just imagine that you can't see my bra straps at the back, which normally you can't. Of these bra strap carriers, I will say, they do exactly what they say on the tin. They do work. I find them uncomfortable. It's probably just me. They're hard plastic and they're obviously molded. And where they're like snapped out of the mold, it leaves a little nub. And yeah, I find it uncomfortable. But oh well, never mind. I have thought about cutting them out, which I might do to make it more of a like day-to-day dress. I find if I'm at an event or something, I made this for a garden party a few years ago, and I didn't notice it at all during the day, but I like to wear my clothes a lot. I like to use them up and wear them out and get the most enjoyment and fun as I can from them. And I do love this print. So I might kind of relegate it to an at-home dress and cut those out, because when I don't have the distraction of an event, I do find they irritate me. The fabric is again from Rainbow Fabrics. I obviously have just bought a lot of fabric from them over the years, and it's a viscose challis. And now I'm looking at it, it is starting to fade in the wash, but don't really care because I love it. So that is my second evening look. For our second sightseeing day, I'm taking a few options. This is one of them. It is the skirt tiers from the Ottobre maxi dress, stuck on to the bodice from the Megan Nielsen Darling ranges, but I scooped it out. I just copied a scoop off another pattern. These shoulder ruffles are the Tilly and the Buttons free shoulder ruffle pattern, but be warned, I did it wrong. The shape of the pattern piece is like a curve and then a straight edge. And I looked at that and saw an arm sigh, a sleeve pattern piece basically. So I sewed this curved edge to the garment, but no. You're meant to gather the long straight edge and sew that to the garment, which then gives you a curved ruffle. Yeah, I don't think you can tell. I'd overlocked it on, I wasn't going to change it. I have hemmed both that sleeve ruffle and the bottom of the dress with a rolled hem on my overlocker. And honestly, I think I need to do it again because this fabric has grown. It's a viscose challis from Rainbow Fabrics, and I made this 2 or 3 years ago, wore it, it dropped, I had to rehem it, and now it's back down to the floor basically. So I do need to rehem it again. And this bottom tier is like 2 full widths of fabric. So to stand at the ironing board and press 3 meters, that's a big job. I think I will just do a rolled hem again. But yeah, it does seem to just keep on growing. It's quite a heavy fabric. So it's just an easy breezy, loose fitting in case it's a really hot day, but with a little bit of shoulder coverage. I will need to cover up here. But yeah, nice easy breezy dress. And I do think as well, it will be handy as a swimsuit cover up if I want just round the resort. I am one of those people, if I take it, I've got to wear it. I'm not bringing back clean clothes. No. I always take a wash bag with us. I make everyone put their dirty laundry in it as they go. And when I get back from holiday, I just want to dump the whole suitcase in the laundry room and wash everything. I am not folding, packing, putting in a taxi, getting out of a taxi, lugging onto a luggage belt or stuffing in an overhead locker, clothes I'm not going to wear, because even once you get to the resort, then you're getting it out the plane, you're getting it in the car, you're taking it to the accommodation. Nope. If I'm taking it, I'm wearing it. We're not taking extras. So I'm sure this will be useful for something, but since we don't know what the weather's going to be exactly, I do have a couple of other options for our second sightseeing day, which I will show you now. So we're back to the linen trousers, which I'll be happy to wear a couple of times. And I just thought if I threw in a couple of little tops, I would have a few more options without taking up too much suitcase space. So this is an Ogden cami by True Bias. And you'll notice it's in the same viscose marocaine as the Vogue dress, but I didn't have enough fabric to make straps. So these are a scrap of viscose jersey that I cut into strips and then plaited and just sewed them on. I actually think that looks quite cute. It was an accident of not enough fabric, but I like it. Another top to go with these trousers, because I'm sure I will have days where we've been out in the morning and in the afternoon I want to get changed. So this is a Pattern Scout Flora top, but I didn't have enough fabric to do all of the gorgeous pleats in that top. So instead I shirred it all the way around. I just cut it as wide as I could and then shirred it to just the bust line really. And I love this because bra straps are all covered, really comfy. And I do think as well this will go with the beige trousers. They're quite a nice colour combo, aren't they? So just a few more options. Whilst we're on the Pattern Scout Flora, I did want to show you the real version, which has these amazing pleats. I absolutely love this top. I don't think I probably would wear it with these trousers because it all feels quite wide, although now I'm looking at it, I quite like it. I have normally worn this with quite slim fit white jeans. But yeah, look at all these gorgeous pleats, and at the back too. I have not yet made the dress version of this pattern, but I really want to because I love it. This is obviously the same fabric as my Simplicity shorts. I've tried wearing them as a cord set and it's too much fabric because they are so gathered. It is just, yeah, way too much fabric, way too bright and pink even for me. And you know, I do love a bright pink. And as a final option to go with either pair of trousers, we have another Georgia's Portfolio Mellow top in a knit. I wear this one tucked in or out. It's got binding, again in a contrast colour. This is just a navy ponte I had left over. Our holiday is done. It's time to head back to the UK, and I wanted a travel dress to wear for the return journey. Something easy breezy, no waistband, nice and comfortable, and this dress really fits the bill. I'm just fiddling with the facing. Hang on. Me and facings. I will say, once I get this facing right, it stays put all day. You just have to tuck it in when you initially put it on. I love this low scoop neck. It does seem to keep me cool in warm weather, weirdly. But I thought this would be ideal for a travelling day because we're leaving Croatia mid-morning during like the heat of the mid-morning sun, and I'll be back and forth packing the car, etc. So I thought this had ample sun protection but should keep me cool because it is just quite a light breezy cotton. And then once we're on the plane, if I start to get cold, wait there. I can just nip to the loo and put some leggings on from my hand luggage. If I travel in a dress, I always travel with leggings just for when I do get cold because I'm sensitive to air conditioning. I think airports are always too cold. Planes are usually too cold for me as well. And, you know, we'll be landing back in the UK in the evening, so it probably will be quite chilly by then. So that's it. That's my full holiday wardrobe. I really hope you've enjoyed seeing it and coming along for the ride, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.